Madagascar, a distant island set on the Indian Ocean. The road begins quietly, almost peacefully. The colors of Madagascar reveal themselves. A frozen moment, I look at myself in the mirror. Then Hervé takes us forward. The city bursts forth, vibrant, full of life. A second glance back, the city fades away in the mirror, and then a head appears at the window. A child, a need, a silent call, an old, forgotten station. Tired walls that still remember. The city spreads out, thick and heavy. Faces, passers-by, silences. And then, a little girl. She walks up to our table, not to play. She's hungry. A glance, a few words, and the moment turns harsh. In the mirror, again, another child. He calls out, insists. A gesture, a word. This isn't a game here. It's survival, raw and simple. The city swarmed. A bicycle cuts through the crowd. To the right, the market overflows. Colors, gestures, voices. A plastic bag is handed over. Food changes hands. Here, everything is simple. Everything is vital. Dozens of bananas hanging. And I watch. From the car, I discover a world I never knew. I walk. Step by step, the forest welcomes me, enfolds me. A tail slips through the leaves. Silent, ancient. The crocodile may be resting or waiting. Two turtles appear, curious, bold. The world moves slowly. A lizard fades against the tree, invisible, almost unreal. A delicate web suspended in the air, and at its center, a crab spider, mistress of waiting. A small wooden bridge, broad leaves like open arms. The jungle parts. The guide leads the way, calm, confident. He knows these places by heart, and suddenly, clinging to his mother's back, a baby lemur watches quietly. A fragile, living flash of fur. Another descends from above. Black and white, golden eyes. Hanging by its limbs, it defies gravity. They eat. Their movements are slow, precise. An old face, a calm appearance. A brown lemur settles in, making soft sounds, as if communicating with us, with those behind the camera. And its fingers, strangely familiar. 5 fingers, like little human fingers. 2 others stare at me, and one of them looks like it's smiling. Not quite a smile, but a fixed expression, inviting imagination. I walk. The forest wraps around me. I make no more sound. Only the rustling of leaves goes before me. The guide stops. She listens. She searches with her eyes for what the ear has already found. And then Lindri appears, huge still. He hangs suspended in silence, and then he listens to the distant calls of others, a call, an invisible thread running through him. Then suddenly he leaps, from tree to tree, as if carried by the unseen. A chameleon rests on a branch, majestic, slow, peaceful. His world moves slower than ours. 2 men talk, facing an open landscape. They speak softly. Here, time moves at a different speed. Night has fallen. The world shifts its rhythm. The guide walks ahead, flashlight in hand. Its beam slices through the darkness, searching for a presence, a movement. Halo sliding across trunks, sweeping through leaves, revealing secrets the day never sees. A tiny chameleon, resting there like a dead leaf, motionless on a thin branch. A stick insect clings to a leaf, perfectly camouflaged as if it had never moved. Another fragile, discreet chameleon on a different branch, as if unsure whether to be seen. Ahead of me, the others move forward, silhouettes in the shadows, guided by light. The trees flicker with red and white glows. Each beam tells of another discovery, and suddenly, in the distance, perched among the branches, the smallest lemur in the world, piercing eyes lit up by LEDs. The day has risen. 2 men walk quietly through a small village suspended in the hills. Up there, a stone building, majestic, remnants of a former kingdom, walls that once saw kings and queens and now tell their stories. I too walk through one of these frozen places. Each step echoes softly, another chameleon, on a thin branch with the horizon behind it, the contrast between the tiny and the vast. A man stands still, facing the landscape, and I film him, a point of balance between the world and the gaze. They laugh, they shout, they stick out their tongues and stare into the camera. They live the moment fully. Fleurséveillées, an organization that offers them a space, an escape into childhood. A smile crosses through my lens. Behind it, others play, run, sending energy back and forth. Rugby becomes a joyful battle. And football, a life-size dream, a goal scored, gestures, movements inspired by idols they've seen on TV. No jersey needed to dream big. Dust swirls around their feet, but the laughter drowns out everything. The girls dance, and the boys watch them, shy, curious, full of admiration. A cup in her hand, a little girl looks at me. A boy beside her gives me a thumbs up. The car drives off, back to the city. Noise, horns, closed windows. A young girl, in the shadow of the evening, approaches. She asks, with her words, with her eyes, directly, this is the end of the journey. But here, poverty never ends. It grows with the children, in the streets, in their eyes. It becomes the language they learn too early, a language no one should ever know.